chat. Oh man. Who we got? Nobody yet. First time I've ever gone live. This will be interesting. Hey guys. Just trying out the live, first time. Never gone live before. Give us a wave if you're here. Thanks so much for tuning in. Just saying Merry Christmas to all the community. How's everyone going? Merry Christmas. It's been a big year, hey. I'm just closed barra season's a good time to work on all your gear. Oh, so who we got in the chat? Hey guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. How's the fishing been? Anyone wet a line recently? Even if you're not from Townsville? Just hunt for jacks, yeah, exactly. That is what I am doing. I am definitely targeting mangrove jacks over the next couple of weeks. Especially in this hot weather. Like, if there's one thing I know about mangrove jacks, they love the stinking hot weather. So the hotter it is, the more active they are and the more aggressive they are. So, and plus the perfect conditions are coming up where it's going to be a bit wet and rainy. So yeah, the drains should be firing with the mangrove jacks. Hey Rocco, you want to say hello to the... Where's my... Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's a couple in there. Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. Merry Christmas.
Checked out Belgium Garden Monday Creek today for future fishing.
Yeah, the Monday Creek. Yeah, so as you know guys, that's one of my stomping grounds. So what have you said? Good old Belgian Gardens. My little joke for that spot is they say, oh, is it good fishing now? I say, nah, it's a dead spot. Obviously because it's right next door to the cemetery. But yeah, Merry Christmas everyone. Oh, Ruby's here, she wants to say hello.
Hi.
And this is how you get banned from YouTube, guys. Just put anyone under 16 on. See you later.
New rule.
I was saying, someone was asking me the other day about like all the bans and stuff. I don't know anything about it, but I reckon I would have lost half of my subscriber base. Because literally every time I'm out fishing, every person that comes up to me is like definitely under 16. So yeah, it's pretty crazy that you can't. I don't know if you can't have an account, or you can have an account, but you just have to have your parents verify it for you. But I reckon it definitely would have hit my channel pretty hard with the young people. Oh, not just my channel, but like half of the fishing community out there on YouTube. I reckon it would have impacted definitely big time. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for that. That's what I'm looking for in my tackle box. Good old barrel swivel, one of my go-tos. I do tie FG knots. I do tie like this kind of hybrid of a uni meets a blood knot at the end, I do a weird little trick. I might show you one day, but on a lot of my heavier gear, I just run like 100-pound barrel, and then I just do a fisherman's knot straight to it, just like 8 to 10 wraps. But I don't just put it back through the eye once I go back around. That's just what works for me. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. Just
Merry
saying hello.
Christmas. 8 days until Christmas.
Yeah, not long now, hey?
Yes, very good.
Yeah, so where's all the action been, guys? Everyone's asking me, but you guys are the ones that need to go out there and get it. I know what I'm doing, I know where I'm going, but where are you guys going? Didn't I leave that up enough? Oh, there we go. Just slide straight down. Boom. Thanks for the tip. Oh, did you email me, did you? I get a lot of emails all the time from just people random asking where to fish and stuff, so if that's what you're referring to, I sent somebody a tip. Yeah, I'll have to show you one day, guys. My inbox, you would not believe it. Like, this is not, what do you call it, like bragging or what, like just literally, I get like hundreds of emails, like you would not believe. So I'm probably like Townsville's most hated, what would you say, like person for giving away like spots. But as you know, like there's no secrets here, guys. Like, you know, if I know about the spot, so do other people. So I'm just spreading the love. And nobody owns these spots, nobody owns the banks of the rivers, nobody owns the beaches. So if I'm promoting it and telling people about it in emails and dropping maps and stuff where to go, I see that as just helping my fellow Townsville get a leg up in the fishing world, because I know a lot of the people that message me are not young either. That's the other interesting, as in email, they're always like parents or even like community workers. I get a lot of random like people from programs and stuff that want to take kids out in bus loads, and they're like, where do I go? Where's a good spot to go? So yeah, I just give them suggestions. I'm not promising the world or anything, but yeah, I just say if you go to this spot on this type of tide, if you know the conditions are right, if you're using good bait, etc., then you should convert. So, but yeah, no, that's the email, guys. So saltwater fishingnq@gmail.com. So I give away a lot of stuff too. You probably would never know this unless you know me personally, but yeah, I give. Hey Rocco, we give away probably a lot. Yeah. He's not even in the video. Let me turn the camera there. He's off to the side. But yeah, I give away a lot of stuff.
Like once I think a couple of times we gave away some merch.
Yeah, we give away merch all the time. Speaking of merch, before I tie my leader on, I'm wearing a really cool, I don't know if you can see it, the mullet tee, front and back.
I'll go get my shirt.
I don't know if you can see that, guys. Yeah, it's one of my favourite ones. It's very fitting. This is a large, I think. I think it's a large. So yeah, if you're sort of, I don't know, 5'11" and I don't know, what am I, 90 kilos, a little bit of a dad bod, then you may fit a large. So yeah, suss the store out, guys. The link's in the description there, and on the cover of the page on the channel. Just trying to keep an eye on the chat. Haven't had a chance to go out. Been full on right up to Christmas. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you. That was me. Like a lot of his Oh, Rocco's breaking out the winter merch. Ain't nobody gonna buy that. It's summer, bro. What are you doing? Nah, Rocco loves his he loves his hoodie, eh, bro?
Yeah.
You love your hoodie.
And on Sunday we're going camping and we might be making a video. Like,
Nah, jokes. Yeah, we might be doing some camping this weekend. So watch this space. I might see how we go. Might put a video up. What are you doing? They're all coming out now wearing their gear. Ruby wants to show you guys something. I'm pretty sure they've seen that one in winter. You're too small, they can't see you.
There's a video that it shows this new package.
But yeah, just keen to go out. It has been a while since we've done a proper session. I hope you've enjoyed that one the other day where I chucked up a city session. We went out straight after that video. Like we kept filming, and I went to different spots under different bridges in the city, and yeah, it was red hot. So I'm gonna post like part 2 and part 3 of that video. So don't think like, oh, he just had a queenie, big deal, like. But that was a red hot session, trust me. So some of the reasons, like a lot of people don't know why I post some videos the way that I do, is that I'm trying to, there's 2 things happening. I'm trying to promote, like, go out and fish in Townsville and have a good time, but I'm also trying to show you guys like spots that people overlook. Like people just drive past for years, like the drains. They just drive past there, have a look at it and just keep going, and they think, oh, it's all, you know, stagnant, there's nothing in there. So, and same as the city. I know so many people have written off the city. They reckon nothing's in there. So I just want to demonstrate to you that you can actually have, you know, quality. You can produce quality fish in the urban setting. One, you do need good bait though. So you might see I've always got live bait. That's one thing for sure. I've always got live bait. If I don't have live bait, I'm using like a fresh strip of maybe dead gar or whiting or something like that. Hey, Christy, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome everyone. I'm just sort of saying Merry Christmas and thanking everyone for 2025. It was an awesome year, and just rigging up some of my lines during closed barra season. But as somebody already said, just go out and chase the jacks. So, which is exactly what I'm doing. But also, I just wanted to try out live because I've never used, never gone live before on YouTube. So, yeah, it's just a bit of trial and error. If nobody likes this sort of thing, I'll never do it again. Or if it all works and everything, I don't even know if it's working right now. Could be talking to myself. Nah. But yeah, I might go out and go live on one of the spots, because I know some people do that, and when I'm just kicking back at home, it's actually cool to just lay in bed and just watch, you know, somebody fishing live. It's actually quite cool. So I've always wanted to be able to do that. So but yeah, it won't be on my phone. It'll be through the GoPro and stuff. Speaking of GoPro, man, I have a love-hate relationship with GoPro. Like, throw in the chat if you've ever had dramas with GoPros. Like, I've got the latest one, and it's really, like, here's the bittersweet. So it's like, I love it. GoPro's amazing. I still think it's better than some of the other ones out there. The whatever the other brands are, I can't even think at the moment. But And then all of a sudden you'll be out somewhere and it just starts cooking up. You know, it just starts glitching out and bugging out, and so you cool it off. I know we're in North Queensland. I'll throw it on the ice, put it in the esky, chuck it in the ocean, whatever, just to cool it off. And then it'll come good again. And then sometimes you go home and you review the footage and it's just fried. Like your whole, SD card is just like cooked. So, hey man, keep up the good stuff. Yeah, I will. Thank you so much. Hope you've enjoyed the journey so far with us. If you're a regular, really love to hear people's feedback and stuff. It's been a big journey. I've only done the channel for 2 years, believe it or not. People think I've been around forever with the tube, but yeah, it's only been 2 years. So yeah, to get the kind of growth that I've had in 2 years has been pretty cool. So there's not a time where I don't go out and someone's honking the horn or yelling out or pulling up, shaking hands, wanting a photo. So that's pretty crazy, like to think that, like we're nothing special. We're just a family and we just go out and have fun, chuck a camera on my head, and that's all we're doing. But to see the engagement, to see people, just come alive. Like, I'll give you an example the other day, and probably every YouTuber gets this, so what I'm saying means nothing to them, but to the average Joe, like for me anyway, we were out the Willows the other day, the shopping centre, and like this guy just came up to me. His name was Heath. So if you're watching Heath, you're a legend. Yeah, he came up to me and he was fully like hugging me in public. Like, this is a big guy. He was like 6, probably 2 something. He like bear hugs me. He's like, "Oh bro, I just been watching you, like love your stuff." And like he started, like patting my kids on the head and be like high five, and Rocco and everyone. So anyway, it's that kind of thing, and I run into people of all walks of life. Like, there's security guards at the shopping centre that are like the biggest fans of the channel, and they're always yelling out to me when I'm shopping. So there's like a manager at Woolworths. I think he's a manager. And I'm so sorry if I forgot your name, but I'll be like shopping, because I kind of go to the same shops all the time and the same Woolworths all the time, and he's always there, and he's just like, "Hey man, like saltwater fishing." He's like yelling out across the shop, and it's not embarrassing. Like, it's actually quite fun. So there's another place we go in the shops as well. Anyway, we've just got fans and subscribers from all over, so it's pretty cool. Definitely do live fishing sessions, yeah. So see what I mean? So like, yeah, you're like me, like it's nothing better than watching people live, especially when you're just chilling at home. So I'm just going to go back to my chair because I'm standing up. Just going to turn this down a bit, just because I'm talking too much and I need to be working on my gear, on my rods. Oh, you like my little tackle bag, guys? I don't know, I think it's reversed for you guys, I don't know. It says world's coolest dad. One of my favourite sinkers is just a little size 4. It's tiny little sinker. That's one of my go-tos, or even a 3, believe it or not. Even in strong currents, deep water, I will always use what has worked for me in the past. So long leader, I think that's 60 pound, to a ball sinker, and my go-to hook is not a shark hook. Can't wait to break that in. Do some shark fishing soon too, guys. Cool. But one of my go-to hooks if I can find a couple. I've got that much junk in my tackle box. Anyone else like me and you just hoard stuff? Like, look at this. It's just like a frog with a cut off leader and it's just floating in my tackle. Pretty sure that's not how you treat lures, guys, because they melt and they stick with other lures. So. But because I'm not your classic lure fisherman, I don't really use lures that much. But this is what I was after. It's a size 7 circle hook. So that there, my friend, is my #1 weapon of choice. Isn't that a thing of beauty? Now, no, I don't care about brands, guys. People talking about laser sharpened and all this rubbish. At the end of the day, it's a hook, alright? And if it's a sharp hook, doesn't matter what brand it is, and the way you strike it and retrieve it, it's gonna work. Now you can use the barbless ones, obviously, if you wanna drop every second fish, but if it does go in the corner of the mouth, you're gonna have luck. And that, my friend, is your traditional live baiting rig. It's very simple, very effective. It's proven over generations to have worked. It's worked for me just fine. That's because you have two in the same. That's why they melt. That's 100% correct. So, I was just joking. I am not too bad. Like, I try to keep like things in the right place and stuff. Like, with my lures, like I've got packets of stuff here.
The most viewers we got was 17, and then it bumped down to like 4 or 5.
These ones here, guys, I did a session over Maggie. So I don't know if that's the right packet or not. No, that's a once again, guys, that's a prawn packet, but I've got hard bodies in there. Anyway, these two here, right? So this one's a Samaki, but it is very tangled up. Hang on.
Guy said, I'm from WA. When would be the best time for fishing in Townsville?
I'm from WA. Yo, WA in the house. Welcome to NQ. So it's actually on my bucket list to go to WA like one day, especially up the middle there around Exmouth and that, but some beautiful beaches down there too, man. It's like crazy. So yeah, what was I saying? Over at Maggie, I tried out these two bad boys, and one's obviously surface sort of slow suspending, like about a metre or two. It's only got a short bill on it, but this one you can use for trolling, but this can go up to 6 metres. So this is the Atomic. It's beautiful coloration. Look at that. Like, I'm not a lure guy, but look at that. Look at that shine on that. And they do say the white catches everything, eh? So this here, I would even love to chuck that around up in the tropics, eh? Like, just because of that jungly colour. But anyway, going back to luring at Maggie, absolutely nothing. It was a proper donut session, guys. Like, I don't know what I was doing wrong, but as soon as I put these down and put a bait on, guess what? Well, started getting action straight up. So I don't know, with lures, I'm still on a journey with these guys. I know if I'm on a boat, obviously I'm gonna have way more success, but it's just always going to be hard land-based, like, you know, lure fishing in North Queensland, especially along the coast, like up the creeks and that. Lures fine, perfect, and that's all you can use, because you can't be walking around lugging buckets and stuff with you. But yeah, it's just, you know what I mean, that you'll have a few people that agree that land-based fishing in Townsville purely using lures is tough, like it's super tough. So to WA, to answer your question, like not so much the time, just avoid these guys. Go out and get some fresh bait. So I always try to keep some on hand. Like I've got my own little stash here. So look at this, guys. At any given time, I've just got like whiting, gar, mullet. Just got kilos and kilos of it. And that's still fresh bait. Fresh bait does not have to be the bait freezer. Yeah, we all got one. You ain't a true fisherman if you don't have a bait freezer. But yeah. So to WA, it's just like, to the guy from WA, it's more about like, get your fresh bait. In terms of the time, I think your initial question was about the time. I would say, because it's close season now, the mangrove jacks, you want to go in the heat of the day, which sucks. Like, it's hot and you're sweating and you're going through the water, and it can be hard going. But if you really want to get the action, some of the jacks fire up. The pelagics will fire up in the heat of the day. So for example, like the Strand, a lot of people will go to the jetty and they'll try and cast out as far as they can. Don't do that. Like, all the queenfish are stacked up underneath the pier. Like, seriously, I remember going out there one day, this was a while back, a couple of years ago, like before the channel, and I was out there, I had good bait, and everyone's got their lines out, like, and I'm watching them and they're casting like as far as they can, halfway to middle reef, and I'm just like they were getting, a couple were getting hits, and I'm not saying there's not fish out there, so don't mishear me. But I'll tell you what, I just thought, well, look, if that's what everyone's doing, and I went one by one asking them, and every report was like, I haven't got nothing yet. I had one big hit. So I chose to throw my line straight under the end of the pier, like right under amongst the pylons, within about 5 minutes, easily, probably less. Boom, big meter queenfish, bang. So then other guys started like flicking under as well, but from where they were, and then bang, queenfish. Everyone started catching queenies. So I've always remembered that they do come underneath, because that's where the bait is. It's not about, they're in the shade, they're trying to get out of the sun. Fish are very logical, they're just following where the bait is. So you got to have that fish brain switched on, guys, when you're going out. So fishing in Tassie is also shores, salmon farms. Yeah, I was listening to this thing on the radio about how they're, I don't know if growing's the right word, but I think it's breeding or whatever, but they're producing the salmon on the land in these little farms and stuff. So it's pretty crazy, like, yeah, and then there was this report about how it's not sustainable, and anyway, it was a really interesting listen on the radio. That was the other day, and there was a bit of a debate to and fro about the ethics of how they're raising these salmon and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, Tassie's another place like WA. Would love to go to Tassie and yeah, do the whole wade out in the deep, wear the overalls and do some fly fishing. How cool would that be? That would be absolutely out of this world. If I lived in Queensland, do the beach cove for shells and rocks and prospecting for gold. Yeah, actually, we actually nearly started getting into prospecting, like still am contemplating doing it, like, because it's, don't be surprised one day if you just wake up and see saltwater fishing NQs like now just all about, I don't know, looking for gold. Sorry in advance, because I don't know, it's just like, it's just fun. Like, I've got little nuggets, I'll have to show you guys one day. I've got these little nuggets yeah, that I've found over the years just on my own little hikes, going up creeks fishing. And then, so like for me, like when I'm fishing, I see things in the creeks and I'm like, my brain starts going, there might be gold there. And one day, this was once again a long time telling stories. Now this title of this video should be Yarns with Wes, up late yarns with Wes. But I was fishing once and all the ingredients were there. Like, you had your pressure point from the floods and there was still a little bit of fresh coming down, and you could see the layers and the sediment and how it was kind of packing into these crevices. And then you had the clay type, it's like, it's not ochre, but it's that clay type sort of you know, sort of mud, but it's basically clay like ochre, and it's different colours, and you can put it on. I think it's even good for your skin anyway. But I started playing with it and looking at it, and then I started seeing like traces of black sand. And so I know if you've got those three ingredients, that equals gold, man, straight up. Like, so anyway, I started duck diving down into this creek that was only about this deep, and just started like eyeballing it. Like, you know, you hold your eyes like half on the water and you can kind of see through, like nice and clear. Yeah, and I just started picking up these little pieces of gold, man. Not going to tell you where it is, because it's probably, yeah, probably on someone's property or crown land or something, and I'll have to hand it back, so. But yeah, that would be so cool. Even opals, there's sapphires. So we have black sapphires here, even in Townsville. Happy to debate that with somebody. I know there's going to be someone out there like, nah, what are you talking about? Some of these freshwater creeks, I kid you not, I have seen sapphires in the water. Now, the quality of them, I don't know. But, yeah, don't say nothing. It breaks friendships, gold fever, yeah. But, yeah, there's just something special about fossicking, hey, like being out on country and, yeah, just wandering around. And it's the adventure too. Like, now you can just stand there and beep, 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 beep. But something about getting in there with the, you know, with the tools and using the sleuth and all of that cool stuff is, I reckon, the next level. Then just sort of beep, 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 beep. And plus you just find a lot of garbage too, you know, like old, I don't know, just bits of metal and stuff. But when you really get sort of into the creeks and stuff and start churning through I reckon that's where the real fun is, that's where the real adventure is. But yeah, how did we get onto that? But I had to keep tying these lines up, guys, because they ain't gonna tie themselves. Yeah, sleuth. What did you say, slush? Or is that a word? Have I got it wrong, or anyway? I thought it was a Or is it a sleigh? No, that's Christmas. That's Santa. What am I talking about? Sleigh, sleuth, slush? I don't know. But you know what I mean, where the little particles roll down and they get caught in the little crevice on the metal slide. So you start off with the big bucket, then you dunk your pan in, you get it down to the bigger chunks, get rid of them, and then you tip on the finer stuff, and then let the water wash over it. So, no, spelt it right. Yes. I thought so. You had me thinking there for a minute. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see whether we get big rain this year for North Queensland, because this time last year and the start of this year was wild. Like we almost had another once in 100-year flood. So it's getting to the stage where they can't say that anymore for Townsville. Like you literally cannot say once in 100 years anymore. It's literally like once in 5. So like we had the 2019 big floods, and then we had 2025. It's like 6 years. So yeah, it's happening more often now, and I don't know if that's global warming. I'm not into all that sort of stuff because I'm a meat eater. I eat steak, so I'm not a tinfoil hat vegetarian that believes in weird things for political agendas. But if the oceans are warming and rising like they say, then we do have to look after Mother Nature and start to take action. But there's another argument that says it's always been happening. We've always had floods, we've always had disasters, we've always had wild bushfires. It's just where we build our cities. And Townsville's no different to Brisbane, Sydney. Look where we build our cities, right along the banks of rivers. And then it rains and we go, oh, half the town's been wiped out. Yeah, because of poor town planning. So, I don't know, guys. What do you reckon? Leave it up to the experts? Look at Tassie at the moment. Fires and really last week. The headlines have been dominated by that tragedy down Sydney. So I haven't heard of any other news, sadly. But if there's fires in Tassie, damn, that's that's pretty crazy. I thought they had some sort of custom there with the local, the traditional owners there, where they do the backburning in Tassie. Right? They should have done that in the cooler months. Yeah, I agree. It's been a crappy week for all Australians. This thing here, I wanted to talk about this thing here, guys. One of my favourite spins is a little bit hit and miss. So if you've been around for more than a minute, you've heard of the bait runner. Okay, so this is a 6,000. I've got heaps of them. I've got like somewhere I have like all the other ones. I've got a 4,000. I've got an 8,000. So beautiful. But sometimes when you click the free spool feature in, when it's disengaged and you turn to go, hear that, it didn't really snap in nice and snug. still sitting a bit loose there. So I'll see if I can give you a little demo. Yeah, well that time did, but it's every second fish. So I'll be out and sometimes it locks in. So what I do now, I just hit it and then sort of engage. So what happened is when I bought this from the shops, because Shimano's are pretty awesome, they have a 10-year warranty on all of their, or 10 year or lifetime. Sorry, I think it's 10 years. I can't imagine it being a lifetime. I could be wrong. If it's lifetime, well done Shimano. But anyway, pretty sure this was 10 years. All of the Shimano stuff will go as 10 years. So I just put, not this one but the other, the 8000, I just put it back in the box with the receipt, sent it off to Shimano, and they literally fixed it free of charge. So I might have to do the same with this one because it is playing up. So I did give it a crack. So I, took it all apart, tried to fix it and stuff, but it still kept kind of, I think I even made it worse. So I didn't want to keep playing with it and void my warranty or whatever, but yeah, I gave it a good clean out and it was still, it just gets a bit sticky. It just doesn't, it's snapping back in now, but unless I've got the wrong one, unless it is the 8000 that's playing up and this is the one I got fixed. But these are my personal go-tos for barramundi fishing. So if you're new to barramundi fishing, you don't even need the big guys, you can just get a 4000. Even 4000 is fine. It's like 4000 is like your perfect sort of all-rounder go-to. It can handle big fish, little fish. So yeah, the thing is you want that feature so you don't have to keep opening the bail arm and holding the line with your finger to do all those tricks. So you just set that, fix your drag to where you want it, down the bottom there, it's got a little feature. And what will happen is the line will go running, you'll hear that. Fish is taken off, it doesn't even know that the hook's in its mouth. As soon as you're ready to go, bang, just set it and fish on. So it just helps the fish to load up itself without you having to do too much effort. So yeah, that's one of my favourite little spin models for barramundi, for chasing barramundi. Too hot in Australia. 10,000 also. Who's that talking? That must be my kids. I'm talking to myself. Saltwater fishing's talking to myself. Yeah. So you want to keep your gear maintained. I use a bit of oil here, guys. You only need 1 drop of oil, and then I try to coat it with this sort of spray here. I just spray over all my gear to keep it protected from the salt water as well. So now's a good time to do all that sort of stuff, guys, during closed season, just to maintain all your gear and keep it up to scratch and all of that sort of stuff. So how we doing in the chat? Who we got? Good old Black Magic Leader. It's one of my go-tos as well, guys. Not that I'm into brands and all that, but yeah, it's just always worked for me, that particular one, and it's always cheap too. It's a good price. So alright, so this was my first time going live, and I just really wanted to see the engagement that we would get, see who would jump on, and it's been an interesting year. It's been a roller coaster, and very enjoyable and exciting. And but yeah, I might sign off for tonight if no one else joins in. If anyone else want to say hello, I'll hover around for another couple of minutes. But yeah, so I wish everyone well with their fishing, and feel free to reach out too if you ever need any advice or anything, or even if you want to connect, do something. Like I said, I've got the email there, saltwaterfishingnq@gmail.com. Yep, I'm always available if you want to have a chat or you want to connect or want to reach out. But yeah, apart from that, just stay safe when you're fishing too this time of year, guys. I know it can get a little bit rowdy, especially mainly out in the water if you've got a boat. So don't want to have any dramas, fighting over. I was here first. This is my spot. There's always etiquette and courtesy and respect, but there's nothing worse. You know what? You can be out. You start your day off really positive, and you're just in a good mindset to go out and fish, and then someone goes and does something that upsets you. So try to always keep your fishing positive. Try to always stay in a good headspace, because when you're going out fishing, that's what it's all about. So if you get caught up in arguing, and even I've been on boats with people before, right, where you're going out and they're your mates, and yeah, and you're not catching anything, so you start turning on each other. Oh, you should, or you drop a big fish. Nothing worse. Drop a big fish and someone starts, oh, you told you to get the net ready. Where were you? You shoulda, coulda, woulda. So just remember what it's all about, guys. If you're with friends and family that you love and you care about, no fish is worth wrecking that relationship. So don't make this Christmas a bad memory just because somebody dropped a fish. Who cares? Just laugh about it. Like, I've dropped some big fish, and yeah, you want to just snap your rod in that moment, and you just want to throw it in the ocean and just say whatever. But I've learnt, I think it's just probably the older I get, you just start laughing. You actually have a laugh at yourself, and then funnily enough, you throw the line out again, and you end up catching something, and you end up coming away with a good experience. So I feel like if your negativity creeps into your fishing, it can actually have an interesting psychological effect on just how you do things, and that could play out in practical ways too. Like, if you're frustrated, you may not put the focus in and the effort to tie your knots properly. It could be as subtle as that, and then all of a sudden when you're fishing, because of that negativity, you haven't put the effort in to tie a proper knot, you might drop another fish, and then all of a sudden you're a self-fulfilling prophecy going, oh, look, it's just one of those days, rah, rah, rah. So anyway, that's my little 2 cents. Go out this Christmas, really have an amazing time. And if you drop a fish or something, it's not the end of the world. Stay safe. And yeah, so I might do another live stream simply because a couple of people did ask me to do, and they said it was a good idea. So yeah, we'll give it another try on another different time, and yeah, awesome. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys.